typical down-to-earth style. We want to be lower than most. Not only are we going to just body drop it, we short bedded it. We were at a show, I think we were at Forbidden, and someone was talking about how you can't door these with a Cummins motor, and that's where it all starts, because if you come to the front, here's our 12-valve Cummins motor. I wouldn't do that for a minute. Wait a minute, Justin. So now that someone said it can't be done, and I don't know if it can, but we're going to try. We're going to try to garage build this thing and hopefully have it done next year for Forbidden. There was one this year at Forbidden, but it wasn't doored. It was badass, but it's not doored. I think we need to go the extra mile. So we're just gonna cut the floor. We've already built the frame, 2x4 box. We sectioned the cross member. Go ahead. This is all our junk. I mean, we want to be, this is low, we like it, and it's lower than, not everybody, but it's lower than most, but we want to be lower than this still. Out of the junkyard. I don't know if you guys remember this truck. It used to have green flames on it. It's got suicide doors. You know, it's still got headroom in this truck. Now, you could drive this thing. This thing drove to Mississippi. I mean, was it comfortable? As comfortable as a stock floor body drop truck can be. It's sectioned 2.5 inches, which for you guys don't know what a section is. It's like we took a Big Mac, took the center bun out, and then put it back together. So it's missing 7 inches of body, cut off at the door, 2.5 inches out of the middle, and 3.5 off the top. So essentially 7 inches of body missing on this truck. Still to this day, that was built in 2000, still to this day, we believe is the lowest functioning full-size truck around. I know there's one that has pancake motor and stuff like that. I don't know if you could drive it, but. So this is Justin Taylor's truck. It's a 1980 something crew cab with a diesel title, so it's gonna remain a diesel. Justin is a second generation down-to-earth kid. His dad, Al Taylor, had a truck back in the 90s we called the Minnow. It was a extra cab, long bed Toyota. It was orange peachish. It was a down-to-earth truck, and then he left down-to-earth and went to Relaxed, and then it sold and went to Japan, and unfortunately he passed away a couple years ago, and his son is taking over the Mini Truckin reins, and we're building one instead of bolting stuff on. We're teaching him how to build it. Not the greatest teacher, but we're figuring it out. That's how the rest of the stuff that you see is built. We'd like to debut this at Forbidden Fantasy 2020, if we can buy a spot. The hotels went quick this year. If not, we'll just debut it when it's done. Just a quick explanation for what we call, in the mini truck world, the body drop. When I say body drop, we want the body. So back in the 60s, they called it channeling, where they would just cut the floors out of the vehicles till the body hit the ground, and then weld floors back in, and that would be the spot. What we've done is, I would call this a definition of body drop, where the body now sits on the ground. Yeah, there's no frame in this truck, but there's a frame in that truck, and there's a frame in that truck. So this is what it would look like. You can't see the frame. So the body, the pinch molding right here, is actually touching the dirt. By doing it, some people would cut the floor open. Some people don't raise the floor, they cut the frames down. There's a bunch of different ways of doing it. What we like to do, we call it down-to-earth style, because we claim to be the lowest. We cut everything off right here on this line. So that green truck, this line here is cut. So we get the extra 2.5 inches, which is this, lower. That's how this one's done. Our 58 Apache that we'll get to eventually. This is a project my buddy Josh owns. Good night, boss. That is gonna just be here for a couple of months while he gets some money together to build it 3 years ago. So this is the storage part of Couto's Chop and Custom Storage. I think I actually won it in a raffle. I think by it being here so long, he just gave it to me because he doesn't care about it anymore. So after I fix a few other things, I'll get to it. All the parts are here. The LS is in it. As you can see, there's just a little bit more work to do to it. This is Justin. We call him the kid. He's the one that crashed a 63.
I'm Justin Taylor, born and raised Santa Clarita. This is my 84 Chevy Crew Cab, diesel, doored.
We don't let him drive too many things anymore. He has to drive his own stuff. We need 2 more inches because this is not low enough. He's gonna finish grinding out the carpet. He's gonna make some measurements. We're gonna mess it up a few times. Then we're gonna put it back together. Something like that.
You're good.
I gotta add a plate to it.
Yeah, no, we have enough room for the plate.
Okay.
Go down a little.
Okay, let me just add the plate. I don't roll dimes or nothing. I just make it stick. We're just gonna put a brace across. I don't know, just so the floor doesn't collapse. I need a beer. Justin, you want a beer?
Oh yeah, I have my beer over there. Give me a beer.
Yep. Beer is very important in these builds. It keeps you motivated. We have a 49 or 50, I forget what year it is now, Ford shoebox. This is just a project we work on when we get time, when there's nothing else to do, which is probably never. I think it's been sitting right here for 7 years now. Kind of in the way, but we'll get to it, or maybe we won't. But there's trucks on the side that I was showing you earlier that have priority as well. So it's an addiction. It's a total addiction. Trucks are a total addiction. Spend your money on something else, something that pays. Sometimes you gotta just bang it. I've been down to earth 26 years now, 27 years now, so I started building mini trucks right out of high school, and then full-size trucks, and we've been working on this truck for, I don't know, a year. This cab over, used to drive every day, and then we missed the brake once and hit a car, and now it's being rebuilt. You can't wreck them if you don't drive them, and we drive everything, so eventually we wreck everything. What are you doing? It's gonna have, a crew cab short bed, half ton, with some Detroit 20-inch steels, because we want it to turn all the way down, and sometimes the 22s get in the way. They look good, but sometimes they're in the way. So we want a little bit of function over style. It's only 2 inches. So after we built this truck in 3 months, the week before the river, the last thing we had to do was take it to an exhaust shop, and Flowmaster gave us some exhaust for the truck. So we're like, all right, well, do you have a suggestion of who puts it on? And they gave us a shop. We take it to the guy and we show him what needs to be done. This whole thing is notched underneath, the frame's notched, the cross members are all notched for exhaust. And we tell him, hey, listen, whatever you gotta cut out of the way, you just hit it with a hammer, bend it out of the way. We don't care. We built this truck to do this. We drop it off, I go take Lewis to work, I come back, the whole complex is on fire. We're like, holy shit. I run in and the fire department's walking into the exhaust shop. I run in there to tell them, hey, don't get the truck. And they had the hose in the windshield of the truck. The dude comes wheeling out on a stretcher. I run to the ambulance to follow the guy. Are you okay? Okay, what the hell happened? I'll be right back. I run and get Lewis. He was like 2 miles down the road. Lewis, your truck's on fire. He's like, yeah, F you. All right, I'm like, get in the truck, your truck's on fire. So we go to the hospital. The guy has no insurance. He's like, but I'm good for the money, man. Joey Buttafuoco's my buddy. I'm gonna help you guys out because I know you put a lot of work in that truck. Come to my shop on Thursday. So we're like, all right, we're gonna come back Thursday. Yeah, this is the pool that we've been spending a lot of time in this summer. I figured if we're gonna build it, we should use it. Unlike everything back here. That's my attack dog, look out. You know, it's easier to do all this kind of stuff when you have a beer. And it's funny because all these people were coming over this weekend, and so I went and bought all this German beer because it's Oktoberfest over in Munich. So I bought Oktoberfest beer, and so we're gonna be drinking Hopbrau house beer.
I'm the fucking foreman. My name's Bobby, I'm with Down to Earth. I just came to talk shit and watch them do this. I thought it'd be done by now, but it's not. I have a 68 Pontiac Ventura station wagon. I have a 71 GMC Suburban that's cut to the door. Cut it, weld it back together.
What we have here is our 1955 Mercury Montclair. This car came in 2 different versions, a Montclair and a Monterey. Monterey had a little taller top. The Montclair was like the pre-chopped Mercury of the day. So when it looks chopped, it's not really chopped, it's just how it came. This was one of the last things that IF Customs built before they shut their doors. This 55 Merc has a LS6 motor, all aluminum LS6 motor, 550 horsepower, and shits and gets wherever it wants to go. Pretty fun to drive. It's not very safe to drive because it doesn't go very straight. It goes this way and that way, but not very straight. Kerry and Fonz over at IF Customs, they built a chassis for it and built the clip for it. We're thinking about getting rid of it, or pulling the motor and putting in something else because the motor's fun, the car is a little further than we want it to be.
My name is Temo Macias, Yuma, Arizona, and I'm the owner of Rudolph, which is under surgery right now. I had a 4-link bar on my truck. There were some cheapy ones. I mean, cheapy. Like I said, I'm not a builder. I bought whatever I bought on the internet. I thought it was the good, I thought I was buying something good. It was a pain, I couldn't use it. Look, the differential was going everywhere, and I called Jason and talked to Tommy from Switch Suspension, and they hooked me up with a set of laterals. I don't have no torch, I don't have nothing, so I'm just cutting wheel and the grinder, and that's it. It will take me a year to cut all those brackets, but that's what I have, and that's what I'm gonna work on it. My daughter did this for me for my birthday. Okay, I better start eating more. Trevor, one more time. See, this is how you do it. I know you're more fancy, more professional. You use a spoon and stuff like that. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. You use cream cheese. I'm poor. I don't have money to buy cream cheese. I don't even have a spoon. See, this is my spoon right here. You put cream cheese, I put salsa in my hot dog. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not fancy. I'm just fat. That's it.
Oh, quick story, little story with this truck. When we first built it, it had air shocks. We'd be down at Arby's, cops would show up, we'd open the door, we'd grab a foot pump from behind the seat, you'd hook it up right here, you'd pump it up till you could drive home. The cops would be waiting for us to leave. It'd be awesome.